Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at a product that I've been using off and on for a couple months now, I've been wanting to use it in a couple different scenarios before I did this video, just so I can get a really good feel for it, and I think I've used it enough that I can go ahead and talk about it with you guys here. And this is the EdgeMate Pro. And this is a home and garden sharpener. Now, if you are like myself, you really like knives, but you're not the best at sharpening the knives, then this is actually one of the better products that I've used on the market. So again, as you guys can see right here, this is the packaging. I've actually just removed the plastic because I've been using it, but I saved the packaging just so you guys can see, because it gives you everything that you'll need to know as far as what to do, what every piece is, and everything like that. So I'll go ahead and take the sharpener off to the side right here, and we'll take a look at the packaging. You do have some information here. It says anvil and bypass. It actually tells you at the bottom here, the bypass cartridges are for blades that are sharpened on one side only, and then the anvil cartridges are for blades that are sharpened on both sides at the same angle. So that's important because, again, you have the ability to sharpen so many different things, and they are kind of depicted in these little squares right here. You know, you can see everything that you can sharpen with the EdgeMate Pro here, and probably even more. So taking a look at the back here, it does give you some information as far as how to change out the cartridges, how to access the cartridges and where they're stored. And then again, right here, a depiction by color. You get the angle that each of the cartridges is going to be able to help you with, and then the application. Now for me, that I'm using it majority of the time to sharpen a pocket knife, I've actually just kind of been sticking with this one here. This is that kind of orange yellowish color cartridge. It says 30-degree anvil, and then it says it's used for fine kitchen knives and pocket knives. That's the one that I've kind of been using the most. I did sharpen a meat cleaver, which you do have a cartridge here that can help you with that one time, and it worked out perfectly for that. I did try to sharpen a pair of scissors, and then I was using the purple and the gray here. Obviously, that's depending if you have scissors for fine, or grass shears, or scissors coarse or head shears. I was kind of going back between the two of them. A little bit of a learning curve there, but what's really cool is that they do give you a little bit of an example here. They're using some grass shears or head shears here to kind of show you how to do that, but you know, I was able to finally get it done. And then at the end, you do have right here a little QR code that you can scan, and it'll take you to a video link on how to use the EdgeMate Pro here. So having said that, I'll go ahead and set that off to the side, and we'll take a look at the sharpener itself. Here it is. It's a plastic design, so it's pretty light. Now you do have this rubber insert at the top here, at the bottom here. It's got a little bit of an indentation here, which is perfect. Your thumb fits in there very nicely, whether you're using it left or right-handed. It is fully ambidextrous, which is really nice. You do have this section right here, which is almost a guard for your fingers. Again, if you're a beginner and you don't really know exactly how to use it or something like that, then you can go ahead and rest assured that you're not going to have to worry about getting your fingers cut or anything like that, because you do have that guard there. Now they do include this decal here on the side of it that is going to follow the same kind of nomenclature here and the same colors, but it tells you exactly what it is. So if it's an anvil one or a bypass one, the different colors, the angles, and then the what they're used for. So again, I was sticking more with this the one that's in there now, which is that yellow cartridge, and that's for fine kitchen knives and pocket knives. So I was pretty pleasantly surprised by how easy this was to use, and just the thought process behind everything, as far as like this hole right here, which is something that's in place there for your shears, as you guys can see here. Obviously there was some thought process behind that. The ease of use to actually switch out the cartridges and stuff like that. Basically, you have this little arrow with a plus sign there. It's telling you that's how you would insert the cartridge. But to take the cartridge out, you just come from this side here and you pop it, and it actually pops out, and then you can just remove it. Now what's really cool is the cartridge also has that same arrow with the plus on it, and it does have it just on the one side, so basically all you do is just match them up. That's the way that it's going to go in, and then just pop it in, and you're ready to go. Now, if you wanted to access the other cartridges, what's really cool is you do have them right on board here. You have this little button here that you just press down, and then using the little wings on the back here, you just pull on the little cassette thing here, and it's got all your different cartridges right in there. And then again, all you have to do is just kind of push up from the bottom, and it does have an arrow as far as how they go into the little holder here, and then you just replace it with the one that you want to use. Take the one and put it back into the slot, and you took the other one out, and then once you're done, you can press that little button again, and it'll slide right back in there, and it'll lock in place. You also have a small little lanyard hole at the bottom here, which is nice in case you want to go ahead and add a lanyard to it. Maybe you want to hang this somewhere in a shop or in your kitchen or something like that where it's easily accessible. You can go ahead and do that with the little lanyard there. Maybe put a little run of 550 cord or a cordage or something like that to be able to do that, and you'll always have it available. So let me go ahead and show you guys how to sharpen a folding knife the way that I've been using a pocket knife, just so you guys can see how easy it is to do that. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at how to use the EdgeMate Pro to sharpen a folding knife. I just have a regular folding knife here. This is actually a knife that I use quite often because it's the one that I use to cut like any tape or anything like that for any of the products that I'm reviewing. This is from CRKT. It is the Piet model. So, it does get a lot of usage. It gets gunked up quite easily and quite often, so I'm always cleaning it off and stuff like that. But again, I'm not the best at sharpening knives, so this is where the EdgeMate Pro came in handy. Now, again, I would still recommend that you do scan the QR code and look at the video directly from them as far as how to use the EdgeMate Pro to sharpen not just knives, but the video is really cool because it shows you how to sharpen pretty much everything using all the different cartridges. But again, for this demonstration, we're going to see how to do the knife. So what you'd want to do is go ahead and open up the knife if it's a folding knife, and then you're going to lay it spine down on a flat surface. Now, what's probably the easiest thing to do is just lay it as close to the edge as you can, because you're going to want to make sure that the EdgeMate Pro here runs through the whole blade, the whole length of the blade. But in order for me to have the camera set up, I'll go ahead and show you guys here. But just remember that if you have the ability to get it closer to the edge, I would recommend that you do that. Now, I do have the yellow cartridge in there, which is the 30-degree anvil cartridge, which is said that the application is for pocket knives. So as you guys can see, you do have your the two edges right there. So this is the anvil one, so it's the one that's used to sharpen an edge on both sides of the knife. So basically holding in your hand, again, I'm using my right hand here, my thumb is right there. You're going to just place it at the end of the blade there, and then you're just going to run it on the length of the blade. Now, I am angling the blade up a little bit. Again, I would recommend that you leave it as flat as possible, but in order to get the whole blade length, because I'm more in the middle of the table here, that's why I'm doing it like that. But again, you just run the EdgeMate Pro Sharpener here through the whole blade. Just give it a couple passes. And I found that good 4 or 5 passes was enough, because again, I don't let this get so dull that I'm not gonna be able to use it, and that's just enough, and it gives it a really nice working edge on the knife here. Now, it's not going to be a hair-popping edge. Depending on the knife, it could be, but it's going to be a great working edge, and that's pretty much what I need enough for this particular knife. Now, you do have the another cartridge type in here, and that is the black one. I'll go ahead and show you guys here. It's right here. This is actually a ceramic edge, and it's a deburring tool. So what that does is it's going to remove any fine steel burrs that form on newly sharpened blades. So you want to make sure that those are removed before you go ahead and use it. The other thing is, if you do have a strop, you can go ahead and strop up the knife afterwards. That's one thing that I noticed that it wasn't available with this. Maybe that would be a good option to add to a either a more premium one of these, or like a version 2 or something like that. Maybe like a strap on the outside of something of the the tool right here, that would be pretty cool. That way you can just kind of grab the newly sharpened knife and then just drop it up a little bit. Again, just ideas, for how to improve it. Now, if you watch the video, you will see that the area right here is great because, again, you want to make sure that you access as much of the blade length as you can with whatever it is that you're sharpening. So for shears and scissors and stuff like that, especially if they have an angle, if you're using, like grass shears or head shears or something like that, they usually have an angle to them. That part will actually sit on the inside of the tool and allow you to get full access to the blade of that shear, which is really, really awesome. So again, if you are a novice to sharpening knives or blades or any type of edged tools, or you just are looking for something that has a lot more options in it, maybe you know how to sharpen knives, but you want something to kind of sit in a toolbox or in a garage or maybe in your kitchen, the EdgeMate Pro is a really, really awesome tool in my opinion. So I'll go ahead and leave a link to their website below if you guys are interested in purchasing one for yourself or maybe as a gift or something like that. I think you can't go wrong with this because it has all the different features and all the different options that you're going to need to sharpen a lot of different edge tools out there. So there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.